I hope everybody has their tinfoil hats on, or at least their Bigfoot tinfoil hat on tonight, because we're going to talk about that. Now, if you've ever been to South Carolina, apparently there's a Bigfoot hunter group out there called Bigfoot 911.
You said big fruit. I think
Big fruit. They're big fruits. Apparently, Bigfoot's visiting South Carolina. I saw this clip from some Bigfoot hunter show. They're just scamming the station. I think it's the History Channel, not even history anymore. But they're like, this guy, he orders pizza. He goes, yes, yeah, the Squatches, they love pizza. It's like, how the fuck do you know? Do you have one in captivity? How do you know this? They make these bizarre claims. Apparently, this Bigfoot group, Bigfoot 911, claimed that they spotted a giant walking bear-like legendary creature in the woods of western North Carolina Friday night. John E. Bruner posted on Marion's group Facebook page, it's a closed group, so you can't get in. You probably have to get an invite or something, that the expedition in McDowell County hit pay dirt just before 11 p.m. The sighting came after 3 teams set up glow sticks in various locations. He describes how they heard movement in the woods 3 steps at a time, and then the creature came into view near the glow stick. And then they took pictures of absolutely nothing. They took a picture of these trees and these people standing next to the trees going, it was this big. I could do that. Have my daughter take a picture. He's like, hey, look, this is how big the thingamabobber was because it was this. I could make these claims. I could do this. And some people out there they're just loose cannons out there that they don't realize this is not a thing. And there was actually a little bit of an update to the story just before we went on air. Thank you, Connie, for getting us this update. Now, this is from the BBC. This is from the BBC. Apparently, there's a guy. What he does, he's a self-described shaman, says that the strange creature that was reported, and there is a picture of him in this skin outfit, and it's got a hairy face and nose and just little slits for eyes. He says that he was actually out in that area dressed like Bigfoot because he does these little prayers to Bigfoot, and he claims that he's had actual encounters with Bigfoot after he's done these little prayers. So he goes out wandering around looking for Bigfoot too, dressed in these furs, hoping to find Bigfoot, or at least that claims he's found Bigfoot a few times. I don't know if he's have some kind of special group with him, if they were sitting around the campfire drinking beer, hey, what'd you do? Oh, I grogged this. Come on, really? To their credit of the people out there, they say, if you see something like that, don't shoot it because it might be a person inside a gorilla outfit or like this suit. The Bigfoot 911 group says, oh, well, it was over 8 feet tall. It couldn't have been him. There are people who are really tall. And people, when you get scared, you have a tendency to exaggerate what's going on. So you don't always have full faculties of yourself at that exact moment. The guy's name is Gwayne McGregor. So he said he was the one running around in the forest on August 4th when they claimed they saw him. They don't believe him. It's like, but he was so big. Yeah, but you're probably scared out of your wits and wetting your pants. Kind of your thoughts.
Yeah. Written around in McGregor's garden. I don't know. I find both parts of this story to be kind of surreal because you have Bigfoot 911. You have I don't know. Okay, there's a lot of members.
Yeah.
Evidently, but we don't know how many were actually in the woods. Okay, let's just say it's only 10 members.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody thinks to take a picture of Bigfoot.
Yeah, they take a picture after he leaves. But
they don't even take a picture of Bigfoot. They just take a picture of Bigfoot's. Here's where he was walking, and here's the tree, and here's somebody posing next to the tree, and just we're pretty sure this is where he broke off the tree. Well, guess what? The tree was had been broken off a long time ago. If you look at the picture,
mm-hmm.
But even McGregor of McGregor's Garden, which by the way, oh my God, look up his costume, look up his fur costume. It's really awesome. He should go to cosplay at the nearest Ren Fair and play a troll under the bridge or something. But yeah, he also believes in Bigfoot. That's what's really weird about the story. Both
mm-hmm.
parts of the story is that they all really believe in Bigfoot. And
there is one extra piece of this puzzle. The thing is, it's like taking a picture of a puzzle from a duck and then throwing in a picture from Metallica into it and then throwing the pieces in there and saying, hey, fit these all together because you're going to get a totally different picture. But they added this to the story. They said not only did they worry about Bigfoot getting shot or people getting shot in Bigfoot outfits, emergency officials in South Carolina said on Wednesday, because of the upcoming eclipse that actually happens, and we understand how that happens, they said that they do not know whether this month's U.S. solar eclipse will make the so-called lizard man become more active.
Yes.
But the State Emergency Management Division advised citizens to be vigilant for any signs of the swamp thing, which was first sighted in 1998. I think the emergency management system out there, I think they have a great sense of humor. If they're actually posting this, they're wasting everybody's time and money, obviously, doing this. But I think it's fucking hilarious. The fact is they're saying, oh, by the way, this was spotted and there's this eclipse coming on, so just be aware of the lizard man.
You're talking about the upcoming edition of the Marvel Comics, right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Tom, your thoughts?
Well, people want to see what they want to see.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The original real Bigfoot sighting, I forgot, I'm trying to remember, I was looking for it.
Late 50s, early 60s
Yeah, it was like
here
the
in
Zapruder
Washington
film
State.
of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were two people involved, and one of them admitted he was the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
That was all big hoax.
Yeah.
So, and that was like the most believable, and it's still like the iconic Bigfoot picture.
Yeah. I want to put this into perspective. Because there are bears out there, brown bears, that they have a tendency, for whatever reason, because a bear does what it wants to do, it will get up on its hind legs and then just start walking around on rear legs.
Well, like a grizzly bear is 11 feet tall up on its haunches.
Yeah.
And if it wants something up a tree or scratch its back, it's,
Yeah, I'm not even talking just doing those activities. I'm just talking they just get up for whatever reason and just like, hey, I think I'm going to go for a fucking stroll right now. And they will do that. They will just get up on their hind legs and just start walking on their hind legs for 5 or 10 feet. And then some people who just might be in the area, they see this big, tall, brown bear, and they say, holy shit, that's a Bigfoot. I honestly, I believe that the fact is that bears are more responsible for the story of Bigfoot than a actual Bigfoot. Atheist Ranger, your thoughts?
These people are a bunch of idiots. That's all I... Now, I mean, what else is there to say?
Yeah. The fact is that these people are out there looking for this thing. I give them credit that they're out there trying to find something, because there are more animals always being discovered on the planet every day. We go to these weird locations like in Vietnam or whatever, and we do find weird animals that we didn't have a record of or cataloged. But the chances of there being a Bigfoot that have not been found yet, I think is pretty remote by now. I mean, just pretty remote. I mean, there's a lot of this country that we have not even explored completely. I mean, yes, we have maps and things like that and topographical things.
Okay, pumas, for example, I just would say really quick, pumas, mountain lions are becoming fewer and fewer, but we have bones, we have evidence of their existence, and we don't have any skeletal evidence of Bigfoot, a Sasquatch, or, abominable snow monster. We don't have those kinds of evidence of them, and so that's why it's less likely that they exist. And we know megalodon existed, but we can't draw the conclusion that something as large as megalodon still exists, except in extremely small numbers and maybe just really nautical. So that's why Bigfoot's existence is in question. All right. So yeah.
Of course, then we've got these scammers that are running around with supposed Bigfoot bodies, which they won't allow anybody to examine. This happened a number of years ago. This guy, he was able to get some of the fur or whatever. He says, oh, it turns out this thing's from a fucking raccoon. And he goes, oh, well, that's because it ate a raccoon. That's not how DNA fucking works. If that worked that way, then every time I ate a chicken, I became a fucking chicken on my DNA. So you couldn't distinguish me from a fucking chicken if you took the blood sample from me. That doesn't work that way, dude.
Well, Eugenie Scott did a whole hour-and-a-half lecture on how Bigfoot is just fake. The closest thing we have to it was, I think, a Gigantopithecus, which was an extremely large orangutan-type ape.
Oh,
that died out like 150,000 years ago or longer, and that we have evidence of, petrified evidence. We have no, common day evidence of anything of that size. Also, they're not going to have just one of them running around. You have to have a community. You have to have young ones, old ones, and fecal matter. There's so much that we know about the habits of animals that it's easy to disprove that anything like a Bigfoot exists.
Yeah.
And just the fact that there are so many different mythologies, the Yeti and the Arctic snowman and all these different mythologies of this type of creature.
Mhm.
People want something like that to exist.
Yeah,
And
they
it's
do.
like religion. Just wanting it doesn't make it exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just wanting something to exist doesn't make it real. And I'm sure there's somebody that's going to be in the comments section. You guys don't know what you're talking about. That's a real thing. All right, dude, I'm going to put it to you right now. Put up or shut up. Just give us some real evidence of it. Okay? Down in the comment section, I know some guy is just going to be going right at it. So, but you don't know. All right, I don't know. Do I know that there isn't one? No, I don't know for sure if there isn't one. But from the evidence, there is no evidence of there being one. Just like we don't have evidence of a god, for example.